Hey, how you doing? So today let's talk about the top signs that you're being used and what to do about it when you actually discover that you are. Um, Now, sometimes I just smile to myself. Sometimes I wonder if men actually are really aware that they're being used and continue to stay in certain situations just because perhaps they're really smitten. They're hoping that this woman, their love interest, will give them their time of day and eventually they'll be able to sort of win their hearts over, or if they actually are completely oblivious to the fact that this is going absolutely nowhere and this woman in your life at the moment is only there for what she can get from you. In this video, I'm going to be telling you what the signs are and what you can do when you see those signs firsthand. Right after this. Welcome back. My name is Jessica, and let's just jump right into it, shall we? If you're ready, let's do it. So sign number one to show that she's using you and what you can do about it. Sign number one is essentially she's making you pay for everything. And when I say everything, I mean everything. Like, you name it. Even the littlest thing that you know that she can afford, you're paying for it. Now, all I'm saying is, if you're with a woman who never, ever wants to pay for anything, she's probably just using you. Now, here's another thing. Here's another big red flag or telltale sign. She always tends to go for, let's say you go out together, right? She always tends to go for the most expensive item on the menu, the most expensive wines at the restaurant or drinks, because she knows you're the one paying. And it also becomes like a recurring thing. Every single time you guys are out, she has to go for the most expensive item in that shop, and just basically she just doesn't seem to care where you're getting your funds from, even though she may know that you're not necessarily well-to-do. You're just like, an average guy trying to get by, right? And yet she just seems to be a spendthrift. That's a really big red flag. Now, if I were you, I would propose that she also pays for something. And I've said this on my channel before. For me, it's a litmus test, really, to know if this girl is actually for real. Because when a girl likes you, she doesn't actually want you to spend so much. She's actually the one who's pulling the brakes on your spending and saying, hey, I don't need this, I could always get this later, or, oh, can I top up? I know this is expensive, so can I top up? As opposed to, hey, he's going to pay, so let me just literally raid the store. Number two, she's already told you once before that she wants you as a friend. But for some reason, you still think that you have a chance, which is okay, because I do know there, some instances where women start or relationships start as like really good friends and then metamorphose into something else. However, I feel like, and I have girlfriends who do this. I've done this a couple of times where, look, I'm very explicit and I tell you that I don't want anything more than friendship. And yet you keep pushing, you keep offering me these things. At a point, I just give up. I'm like, okay, I've told you. So at this point, I'm not using you because I've told you I do not want you like that, right? And you're still offering to buy me X and Y and Z. So yeah, I'll just like, okay, you want to spend, I'll help you spend, kind of thing. So just make sure you don't find yourself in such a cycle, okay? If the girl says she wants you as just a friend, what do you have to do? Believe her. I have a video that talks about how you can escape a friend zone, and maybe this is a good time for you to go check that out on my channel, because I don't want to get into those details. But the truth is, if she wants you as a friend, believe her. 3, she avoids serious talk. Everything is so superficial. Your conversations aren't that deep. She just wants to sort of get in and get out. If you're taking her for lunch, it's really about the food. It's not about you. She's going because she wants free food. And hey, who doesn't want free food, right? Or who doesn't want nice things or nice company? So if you have that kind of girl who avoids serious talk, she's seriously not going anywhere with you. It's It's obvious, because usually girls are really, really curious. Like if they like you like that, they want to know, more about you. They want you to know more about them. They're open about their lives. They want to share. They're looking forward to see you. But if this girl is constantly like just staying on the peripheral of your relationship, and you can't even begin to get any meaningful information about her background, her family, her friends, what she likes to do, then you're obviously going nowhere with this, because if she's serious, if she wants something more, she wants to know and understand what makes you tick. She wants to know and understand the way that you work. She wants to know and understand you a little bit more so she can open up herself. So if she's not engaging you in any serious talk, especially when you are directing the conversation in, along those lines, and she just chooses to stay very superficial, then this is not a girl for you. She's using you. She is really using you for whatever it is that you're offering her, be it your time, your money, free food, whatever, right? And you should not take this relationship or this thing that's beginning to fester too seriously. 4, she's only available when she needs you or wants something from you, i.e., she only does things that are convenient and pleasing to her. Doesn't matter what you think, doesn't matter what you do or how many times you do it, doesn't matter what you say. You can never seem to get her to go out with you, or when you do, it's only because she's really, really, like, typical example, until you're hungry or until you actually want to visit a certain place, you're unavailable to this person. You feel me? Like, so she's only available when it's going to benefit her, when she is hungry. If you happen to call her when she's just eaten and you're asking for a hangout, chances are she'll say no because she's just eaten. She doesn't need you, right? So be mindful of such women. I feel like a lot of men are not open to seeing these things, either because you're so hell-bent on getting this woman who you're interested in that you're not actually paying attention to subtle cues. But if she's only available when it's convenient for her, my brother, run. Like, run. Yo, get out of here. Run. She's using you. Ooh, there's this thing that happens in Ghana with Ghanaian girls. Ooh. Now, if you're watching this video from any other country but Ghana, let me know what pertains in your location. You go out with or you ask her out, and then she shows up with her friends. So imagine, like, in your mind, you're going to have a nice, cozy dinner with this girl, right? It's just the two of you, or lunch or whatever, And then she shows up with 2, 3, if you're not lucky, 4 or 5 friends. It's like, hey, it's a party. We're here. And she's not even considering how much money you have, how much you're willing to spend that night. And she just comes with a whole battalion, Typically, women do that when they're not too sure of you. They don't trust you to be alone with you in their space, or they're really just in it to waste your time, If a woman ever does that to you, as in you invite her out, not her friends, her out on a date, and then she shows up with another friend, or especially when she doesn't tell you about it, I know that she's just there to chew your money. She's there to chew your money, eat your money, blow your dough. No, seriously. She is in for the moolah, in for the killing. If that's not a cue for you that she's using you, I don't know what else will be. Wise up, my guy. Kick that girl to the curb. Quick. She chews money at night, though. I'm telling you. She chews money at night. Run. All right, so the last tip I'll give you is when a woman is just using you, she doesn't invest her emotions. Okay, so when she's not emotionally vested in you, she's probably using you, Like if you don't call her, she doesn't call you, she doesn't care, she doesn't complain. Or maybe she's just uninterested. Maybe I wouldn't say straight up that she's using you, but maybe she's just uninterested, you know. And so every single time you are more like just a convenient option. So she'll rather, maybe she has nothing else to do, so she'll rather just go out with you, as opposed to maybe staying at home. So there's no emotional sacrifice. There's no emotional connection. She's totally detached, you know, from you. She's not even making an effort. Tell her your birthday. She wouldn't even remember. She wouldn't even make an effort to remember. And you know, with all the technology that's available these days, I mean, if someone tells you their birthday, literally just have to pick your phone and put it on there. Just set a reminder yearly. It's that simple. So if she still goes out, you know, she forgets your birthday. She doesn't care. There are no emotions there whatsoever. Then just know that if she keeps coming out with you, if she keeps hanging out with you, chances are it's just because she's bored, she's using you to while away time and that kind of thing. It's a really thin line, okay? Sometimes women are just really uninterested and men fail to see that. But I just hope that a couple of these tips that I gave you make things a little clearer for you in terms of how to approach certain women. There are some women who just don't care, they're users, as are men. You know, I'm not saying there are no men who do that. In fact, a lot of you are guilty, right, as well. But I'm just saying, if you do want to, you know if a woman is using you, then some of these pointers in this video today can be really handy. Thank you very much for watching. If you like the video, you know what to do. Smash the like button, subscribe, turn on all notifications so you get a notification every single time I post. And thank you for watching. The name is Jessica. Peace.